The Disney Plus.
Hey, in today's show, we have news about Disney's new 2 p.m. ticket. D23 has been announced. There's a new menu at Sci-Fi Dine-In, and so much more on today's Disney Parks Podcast.
Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast, your Disney infotainment podcast. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times, and get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast.
Hey, welcome to the show. Unfortunately, James has some internet issues at his house, so you get just me today. But we're going to go on. We're going to proceed. And we're still going to have fun. So let's get at it. All right, first up, please don't forget to join us. Join us on Facebook at facebook.com/Disney Parks Podcast, or on the YouTube at youtube.com/Disney Parks Podcast. Like us, subscribe to us, make a comment. Any comment you make, we can bring it here on the show. We can discuss it. We can chat about it. We can talk about it. We can do all that. So please come out. Join us live. We have fun. All right. Next up, hey, go visit us at our Etsy shop. It's stitchintime00.etsy.com. We have some awesome sales going on. We have a Star Wars sale coming up, actually going on right now until May 1st, because May the 4th is, Star Wars. May the 4th be with you. So our Star Wars shirts are on sale. Go check them out. And we have some of our 4th of July merch on sale as well. So if you're looking for something for the 4th of July this year, because it is the 250th anniversary of the United States, and you want to celebrate with an awesome Disney shirt, we got it for you. So go check those things out.
All right. And now, Disney Parks Podcast News. And now, Disney Parks Podcast News.
All right, first up, hey, Crocs is getting into some other fun things. Crocs is expanding its Disney collaboration beyond just footwear with new Mickey ears. Yes, Mickey ears. You can see them there in the picture. They got Mickey ears that you can put little gibbets into. So they got Mickey ears. They're supposed to be very cute, very lightweight. They also have a headband. You can see that over there as well. They got a tote bag and a belt bag. So the new headband is the standout item. It's lightweight, flexible, and hair safe, designed for all-day park comfort. Unlike traditional Mickey ears, it features holes for up to 12 gibbets. So those little things just stick in the holes, letting fans fully customize their look. Available in multiple colors for both Mickey and Minnie. So go check out Crocs. I'm sure they'll be in Disney stores soon, but you can go probably check them out at crocs.com. Very cool stuff. Looks fun. Next up, Disney announced a summer 2026 2 p.m. ticket. Now, you're saying to yourself, Tony, what is a 2 p.m. ticket? I'm going to tell you. So Walt Disney World here in Florida is offering a limited time after 2 p.m. ticket that lets guests enter the park later in the day. Perfect for beating the summer heat and the summer chaos. So you can enter the park only after 2 p.m. There's no earlier, not at 1 o'clock, not at 10 o'clock, only after 2. So you skip all the morning stuff, all the crowds, all the park heat, all the lunch madness, and you can walk right into the park anytime after 2 p.m. and stay until close. So who is this for? Well, repeat customers or people that just live in the area that don't want to buy an annual pass but want to go to the parks this summer. Maybe the family's coming into town. So buy a 2 p.m. ticket. Guests who prefer evenings, it's a little bit cooler, a little less chaotic. You want to watch the fireworks, get a 2 p.m. ticket. So this will be available from May 26th to July 29th. You can choose a 2-day or 3-day. One park per day after 2 p.m. No park reservation required. So you pick a park after 2 p.m. and you just stroll on in. That is awesome sauce. There are no early entry perks, no anything else that goes with this. Pre 2 p.m. Lightning Lane or dining bookings won't work. So you have to make sure your Lightning Lane is after 2 p.m. and your dining is after 2 p.m. Okay? Because they're not going to make exceptions. All right. I think that's a pretty good ticket. Listen, if you're a local and you don't have an annual pass, but you got family coming into town, this is a great way to spend at least half the day with them in the park, at least when it's a little bit cooler, once the sun goes down, stuff like that. All right, next up, our new CEO, Mr. Josh D'Amaro, made some announcements. So March 18th, Josh took the helm of the Disney company, introducing One Disney. This is a strategy aimed at connecting films, streaming, theme parks, and experiences. He emphasized innovation and technology as tools to enhance the storytelling without replacing human creativity. The Disney Cruise Line, the next ship, the Disney Believe, will debut in late 2027, featuring Encanto characters, Frozen characters, and Moana. Oh, and The Little Mermaid and Snow White. Its fourth Wish-class ship, with new class of ships coming in 2029 and cruising expanding to Japan. Japan is going to create their own Disney ship. That's right. The Oriental Land Company made a partnership with Disney, and they are going to make a joint venture and create their own Disney cruise ship. They also announced some upcoming films in 2026 through 2028. You have The Devil Wears Prada 2 coming out this year. You have Avengers Doomsday coming out this year. Star Wars Starfighter, The Ice Age, Lilo and Stitch 2, The Incredibles 3, and Toy Story 5 coming this July. Theme park growth, new Frozen Land at Disneyland Paris, Avengers Campus expansion in California, and a Villains themed land coming to the Magic Kingdom. You have community and workforce commitments to Disney employees, support for children's hospitals, military families, and Make-A-Wish Foundation. And tomorrow's vision centers on blending storytelling, technology, and immersive experiences to connect Disney's global audience in interactive ways. So this all should be interesting. And this reminds me back to an interview we did years ago with a woman that worked for Michael Eisner, and she was the chief synergy officer. So when they talked about, bringing all these things together into one Disney, this was that woman's job. She was the chief synergy officer. And maybe that's what they need to go back to, is making sure that all the bits and pieces are connected. So let's, listen, you can't say anything bad about Josh yet. You got to let the man do his job, at least for the first 90 days. And then we can start, let him put his plan into place. And then we can start talking about the good stuff, the bad stuff, and all that. All right. All right, next up, D23 has been announced. So get your wallets out. It's time to pack your bags. It's happening this summer. It's the largest D23 show floor ever with immersive experiences. There'll be 50 plus panels, sneak peeks, behind the scenes sessions, extended hours, and new afternoon only tickets. More shopping, more exhibits, and interactive fan experiences. Now, if you don't remember, I will remind you, they eliminated the whole fan place where you can buy a booth and you can sell your fan stuff, whatever it was. So that is all gone. My feeling, and they haven't announced yet, is that space is going to be used for all the collaborations Disney's come up with over the years. Like now Crocs and Coach and all these other places, all these other collaborations they have that they really couldn't fit into the convention center. Well, now they have this extra space, and I have a feeling they're going to fill it with a lot of collab, like lug bags and things like that. I think it's going to be filled with a lot of those people where you're going to be able to get some D23 Expo exclusive merchandise. That's my prediction. Now, we'll see what happens. We'll see if I'm right or if I'm wrong, but that's my prediction. All right, some major highlights. Daily headline event at the Honda Center. Entertainment showcase. We'll do the movie, the TV, and the streaming. You'll have parking experiences showcase. Disney Legends Award, which they're also going to stream on Disney+. Appearances by stars, creators, and Imagineers. Fan favorite events like the Masquerade and a costume contest. So that should be fun. You'll have some immersive experience like the worlds of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, Nat Geo. New things like Mundo Pixar walkthrough. There'll be a Lorcana competition and the Walt Disney Archives exhibit with rare props and costumes. The kickoff starts August 13th. Sorry about that. The kickoff, the events run from August 8th to August 16th. There are multiple tiers that you can see here. Tickets start from $49 or up to $1,299. And they all have different levels of different things that you can do. So if you want to go for one day or a half a day, you want to go buy some merchandise, you have the opportunity with some of these ticket pricing. You don't have to, drop to $1,200. But listen, I've been to several of them. It's very interesting. It's very crowded. I have not been since they moved the events out of the convention center to the Honda Center. So that is interesting. And also, depending on the ticket you buy, depends on where you sit in the Honda Center. So if you really have to have a floor seat, well, that's the $1,200 ticket. If you just want to get in the building and see the panels, well, then you can, not spend $1,200. There are other options available to you. And next up, we got new menu items at the Sci-Fi Diner. I can't remember really the last time they've done a menu update there. Maybe time to go back. But starting April 1st, Sci-Fi Diner Theater Restaurant is getting some new menu items. One is cheese raviolis. Now, I believe that this is on this menu because Mama Melrose closed, so I feel like they need a place for pasta. So I think that's why this cheese ravioli is on this menu. You also have a silver screen wings. These are tossed in a honey buffalo or a parm garlic sauce. You got a fried chicken Sammy. You got grilled pork chops. And then you got what they're calling the feature finale dessert, which is a vanilla sponge with raspberry and vanilla custard, a panna cotta, a strawberry sauce, and some fresh fruit and whipped cream. So if you're a fan of the sci-fi, you got a couple new items to check out next time you come into town. So check those out. All right, let's go to number 6 on the list. We got, I've not yet been, I hope I'm going soon to see the new Buzz Lightyear. So here are some tips for getting a high score on the new Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin. So first of all, let's talk about some of the new features. One, it's a handheld blaster that actually comes out of the ride vehicle. You know, it's not attached or bolted there anymore. You can hold it in your hand. It has haptic feedback, so you know when you hit the targets. It has an always-on laser, like you can now pull the trigger and it will always be on. But I hear that's not the best tactic. Completely new scoring system. And the old high-value targets like 100K are gone. Higher scores are now require real-life skills, baby. So let's talk about some of the key gameplay tips. While pulsing targets equal double points, always prioritize them. Rainbow targets equal jackpot mode. Not really sure what that is. We'll have to find out. Turn nearby targets into high-valued stained glass. I don't know what that is. We'll have to figure that out. You can lock onto one and keep firing for big points. So you have to keep pulling that trigger. Rapid trigger tapping rather than holding down. Faster shots, better scoring, but harder to aim. Aim for the center hole of targets, especially the Z targets, and use the final tunnel, which is the escape hatch, to rack up easy extra points. So turn your vehicle around, start blasting everything on the ceilings and the walls, which was something you couldn't do in the old one. So some strategy reminders. Targets light up when hit, which helps confirm your accuracy. Watch for audio plus and vibration feedback, also telling you if you hit the targets. Some hidden high-value targets still exist, like specific creatures' eyes or props. So you're going to have to try and hit everything, And the end-of-ride bonus points may be awarded. Still a bit of a mystery, so you'll do that. Bottom line, this is basically a brand new game. Old strategies won't cut it. Scores can now exceed 1 million, but there's a steep learning curve. So back to riding this every day, kids, to find out how to beat it or how to get that super high score. And like Toy Story Mania, the ride vehicle high score, the high score of the day, and I think high score of the month is what they're displaying on the board, kind of like Toy Story Mania. It displays all those great high scores. So if you get a good high score, please take a picture and send it to us. We'll share it here on the podcast, and you can make everybody jelly that you got a 2 million point score. All right. Moving on. Shanghai Disney is preparing to announce a second theme park. Woohoo! So as Shanghai Disney Resort approaches its 10th anniversary, if you can believe it's that long, this June 2026, rumors are swirling about a second theme park. Early plans for the resort always included more than one park, and leaked concept art, reportedly codenamed Project Atlas, suggests a location east of the existing Shanghai Disneyland. So what are some of these key points? Well, early plans by Walt Disney Imagineering envisioned a full immersive park inspired by nature and culture and arts, a next-gen Epcot. Interesting. Plans shifted temporarily to a Zootopia-themed land, but with its success, Disney may now return to a second theme park concept. Leaks and zoning maps show the potential site strategically near the resort's fourth hotel expansion. Timing could align with the 10th anniversary for a public announcement, and potential challenges include internal resources limited due to simultaneous projects like Disneyland Abu Dhabi. So we'll have to see where this goes, and that'll be interesting. Shanghai is going to make a run for it and keep up the competition. That's pretty cool stuff. All right, next up, you got Disney Legends at the Expo. So this is where they honor all different kinds of people into what they call Disney Legends. They get their handprints, they get the legend statue, all those kind of things. So at the event, August 14th through the 16th in Anaheim, former Disney CEO Bob Iger will be honored as a Disney legend, joining the class of visionaries, performers, and creators who have worked and shaped Disney. Now, interesting, I did some research. Michael Eisner is not a Disney legend. So apparently Bob is giving himself an award before he leaves the building. The ceremony will be hosted by nobody but a no talent, and that we don't care. Okay, let's talk about some of the legends. All right, the performers and voice talent, you have Susan Egan, Dwayne Johnson, Anne Hathaway, and Alan Tudyk. I'm a little interested in Dwayne Johnson. Like, he's done a couple things. Moana, yada, yada. That's it? Okay. Music and songwriting, you have the Jonas Brothers. Come on, really? What have they done, contributed to the Disney company to make it better? No. Lin-Manuel Miranda, definitely an honor. Jerry Bruckheimer is a yes. Chris Berman, really, ESPN? I don't think that counts. That doesn't count. I say no. And Kim Irvine, definitely a yes. So there's a couple people on this list that are kind of questionable. But we'll see. We'll see where it goes. The award celebrates creative excellence, bold vision, and lasting influence, recognizing contributions across film, TV, music, sports, theme parks, and the Disney Legend program, now 39 years old, has honored 329 individuals to date, including everybody from Tim Allen to Robert Downey Jr., Harrison Ford, Stan Lee, and Idina Menzel. So, very interesting. We'll live stream on Disney Plus, so you can watch it and do your laughing there. Really, Jonas Brothers? I don't think so. That's a hard no for me. All right, last but not least, over at the studios, they're trying to give us a little shade. New covered seating areas complete over at the studios. Disney Hollywood Studios has a fully shaded seating area between Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and Toy Story Land, providing guests a cool spot to rest and recharge. Features tables, benches, electrical outlets, overhead fabric canopies for shade. Should put up a fan or two. That would probably make this even nicer. The location's an ideal pit stop. It's the furthest point in the back of the park, so you're probably sweating by then. If you're heading on Millennium Falcon or Slinky Dog, it's kind of right in between there, so you can grab a little comfort before you hit the next themed area. Guest comfort improvements, part of a broader upgrade in the area, including nearby popcorn kiosk right around the corner. They built a new popcorn kiosk, so grab some snacks and you can go sit down. And also they expanded the Woody's Lunchbox seating area. Still not big enough, in my opinion, but that's just me. So go check it out. See what you think. Listen, any seat that Disney puts in a park is awesome because, my opinion, they don't like seats because if you're sitting, you're not spending money. That's my thinking as a Disney stockholder. Now, as a fan that goes to the park, not so much. But as a stockholder, listen, if you're sitting, you're not spending money. So, there you go. All right, kids, let's get into the headline.
And now, the headline news. And now, the headline news.
All right, we have a lot of things going on this summer. There's a lot of discounts and a lot of chances to save some money. So you can save up to now 25% on select stays of 5 or more nights this late summer. There's Disney Plus perks for members. So if you are a Disney Plus member, you have now a special room rate offer. Along with all kinds of other things. Disney World also unveils a new summer resort deal for Disney Plus subscribers. All kinds of crazy stuff. So if you're looking to come, I should mention that there's save up to 30% on late summer stays at Aulani. Okay, so even Aulani is in on the deal now. So go. Listen, if you have questions, contact us. DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com. And we will make sure that we get you in touch with our travel partner, and they will book you your trip with all these great discounts. No cost to you, but you will get the benefit. All right, hey, Pop Century has a new check-in, check-out area and new rooms. So the lobby's been redone, the rooms have been redone, and if you have a chance, go check that out over there. It's very interesting. They removed a lot of the funky stuff, which I think really made it pop-centric. This is my 2 cents, okay? This refurb goes along with what they've been doing in what I'm calling homogenizing Disney. Like World of Disney, was perfect. It had a men's department, it had a women's department, a kids department, and all that stuff. Now it's a scavenger hunt, and it looks like a JCPenney's. That is what they've done to Pop Century. They made this look very dull and boring. They took the pop out of the pop. So go and make your own opinion, your own decision. That is just what I think. I think they've removed a lot of the theming, and they've just made it plain Jane, and cheapened it down. All right, Grand Floridian Cafe is going to be closed for 3 months, starting this year in mid-2026. We don't have exact dates yet, but if this is a favorite of yours, just be careful. It might be closed for about 3 months. Disney Vacation Club expands commercial use policy, formalizing penalties for violators. So if you currently have a Disney Vacation Club and you like to sell your points, they are going to be cracking down on that, and they will now be penalties for violators. So I think the place like, who is it, Dave's DVC or whatever, where you can rent points, I think places like that are not going to exist very much longer because Disney is not getting a piece of that action. If you give your points to your family member to use for a vacation, that is not a problem. It's when you charge somebody that is the problem. So we'll see. The price increase for Disney Vacation Club one-time use point in March has gone up. So if you're using that in March, that perk, just know that the price has gone up. You get a free photo shoot. It's offered by Disney California Adventure for DVC members. So if you're over in California Adventure, you're a DVC member, you get a free photo shoot. You have extended closures planned for Boardwalk's Lunar Pool again in 2027. I felt like it just opened from like a 1-year refurb. Now they're closing it again in 2027. So just if you're a Boardwalk DVC member, just be on the lookout. Disney World reveals name for new Bluey area over at the Animal Kingdom. It's going to be called, you ready? Drum roll, please. Bluey's Wild World at Conservation Station. Woo! Couldn't they just call it Bluey's World? That would have been fine. The kids aren't going to know that. They're not going to care. They're just going to scream, take me to Bluey. That's it. Anyway. New character costumes over at Goofy's Kitchen, over at the Disneyland Hotel. So if you're, again, out in California, go check out the new costumes there. Mears Connect is adding a fuel surcharge on all reservations effective immediately due to the price of diesel and gas. So if you have booked a trip, you've probably been notified that there is a surcharge being added to your reservation. No way around it, kids. Unless you rent the car and you pay the gas price yourself. Mickey's PhilMagic has been removed from early entry resort guest park perk at the Magic Kingdom. So if you're going to the park and you have that extra 30 minutes in the morning or at night, it's been removed. So don't go over there. Just go to Tron. That's what you really want to go on. The Turf Club over at Saratoga Springs is undergoing a 6-month refurbishment with phased closures. Now, it's not shutting all down for the entire 6 months. It's going to shut down for a couple months and then open up and then shut down again. So if you are staying at Saratoga Springs and you like to dine there, please make sure that you find out if the restaurant will be open when you are going to be using your reservation. And Epcot is to debut a new Figment Bubble Wand featuring lights and sound. And who doesn't love a good bubble wand? We don't like a good bubble wand. No. Anyway, that's all the news we got. That's all the news that's fit to print. Please don't forget to join us on Facebook at facebook.com Disney Parks Podcast, over at YouTube at youtube.com/Disney Parks Podcast. Like us, subscribe to us, send us a comment, leave a comment. We don't care. And last but not least,
the Disney Parks Podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.